Hey Collective, Starseed, Lightworker, Twin Flame and Soulmates. Welcome to Lorraine Rangi's Tarot. Now, just before I jump in there and bust a move, I'd just like to say I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. If you're interested, details are in the description box below this video. Just check it out. Alright, so let's go and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. So you were coming in with the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. These cards are talking about both you and your person, but there's a difference here in your reading. So to come in with your person, what I pick up there is that this is an opportunity for your person. This opportunity here in your reading, well, I already get your person chooses you here, collective. I already picked that up. See, the Wheel of Fortune is coming in as an investment. It is coming in as a commitment here. This commitment is coming in as making, taking the necessary steps, well, to come and correct, to be better, to be a better version of themselves here, so that they do take this opportunity here, so they can take it here in your reading. See, that's how the Wheel of Fortune is coming in for your person. Coming in with the High Priestess, they know a lot about you. I get they like what you do, especially if you practice some kind of divination. Here is what it's talking about here in your reading when you're coming in with the High Priestess. But I will pull more cards because, like I said, this is coming in as both you and your person. And so what I get there with the Wheel of Fortune here in your reading is that this is what you have invested in. This is what you want to do here, which is why it's different. Like I said, there's a difference between how I can define this for your person and how I can break it down for you as well. See, with the Wheel of Fortune, there is a hell of a lot involved here, because with the Wheel of Fortune talks about pretty much everything, the makeup of a person, the steps that they need to take in terms of requirements here. To plant the seed is what it talks about, because the Wheel of Fortune can be seen as planting positive seeds here. And you are also coming in with nurture. You are also coming in with structure here, cultivate here in your reading. That all needs to happen when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. See, the Wheel of Fortune also for both you and your person is coming in as a start point here, where it's going to start. So the beginning is now. That's how that is. That's how that gets coming in here in your reading. So see, it's not about ending the past cycle. This is talking about a new cycle here. Like I said, a start point here in your reading. However, coming in with the High Priestess, what it talks about there in your reading is you need to learn from the past here so that you don't continuously make the same mistakes. Wisdom. Wisdom is learning your lessons here, making changes, positive changes here, not doing the same thing over and over again here. Yes, there is more than one way, in which people can describe, define the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, but that's how it's coming in here for both you and your person here in your reading. Changes are needed, changes are necessary, there are requirements here. For your person, they want to come towards you here, the Wheel of Fortune. For yourself, this is talking about a pathway. This is talking about a choice here in your reading. Look, I get here in your reading also for yourself, what I'm picking up here is that you've actually done the legwork. You've already done the legwork here, where you've already planted the seeds. You've already learnt about this pathway that you've chosen. It is coming in as a higher level of thinking here, which is why I'm going back to divination, numerology here, astrology, palmistry, or even tarot cards here in your reading. See, for yourself here, it can talk about here that the wheel is slowly turning here. The wheel is turning in your favour. But for your person, it's an opportunity for your person to actually turn the wheel in their favour here. That's what I'm also picking up here in your cards. The High Priestess is seen as the Princess of the Tarot deck. She's known for mercy, severity here. Mercy, severity. Here in your reading, she knows a lot, but the High Priestess, no gender, the High Priestess knows a lot, but they know nothing here in your reading, because a lot of what they know doesn't happen in front of their eyeballs. You're coming in with someone who picks up or goes off a vibration, and that vibration is really about this person's emotions here, their feelings. It can also come in as their patterns of thinking here, knowledge and understanding. There is a lot to be said about the High Priestess here, but like I said, you've already learnt that, you've already studied that. This is coming in as someone who's taken that time to study, someone who has taken that time out here, or has applied themselves here. Discipline is what I'm getting, pulled back from a lot of things here, things that may have, well, it's like nonsense here. It's another way, I've heard it being put a certain way, where for the High Priestess, it's not about just going out there and wanting to be with people here. There needs to be a purpose, there needs to be a reason here in your reading, and it's not about just keep doing the same negative things, staying in that negative cycle here, negative environment. It's all about changes when you're coming in with the High Priestess. And one of those things that you have to focus on here is your toxic patterns of behaving. Now, I normally talk about the chocolate here in your reading because it's such an easy scenario that most people will liken it to or liken themselves to. but they connect the dots. And I know you, the viewer, will be connecting the dots here in terms of the chocolate. Because when you're coming in and you're choosing the path, well, this is how it's going and this is how it's coming in, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. You don't want anything to influence that. You don't want anything to restrict that freedom, the High Priestess, that freedom to think for yourself here in your reading. And that took time because it also comes in as trust. It comes in with faith and hope. Here in love, honesty, there is a lot that can be said. Like I said, I could break that down here. Now, what I also pick up here for your person, they know you have made certain changes, but what it also talks about here is I get your person is curious. Your person is inquisitive here about what you do and how you do what you do. And how you know what you know. That's all coming in here in your reading. Let me just get that one a little bit further here. I do get here with the High Priestess is that you're quite tight-fisted when it comes to how you spend your money and what you spend your money on here. 1 minute here, guys. Of course. You're quite a private person here. Well, the High Priestess is quite private, whereas your person may be quite sociable here. But that private is also coming in as when I spoke about the learning here, pulling back from certain things here in your reading. All of that's coming in here. So you don't do what you know, what you did in the past here. Yeah, of course, you are in front of people's eyeballs here, but there's a reason, there's a purpose behind that. That's what I'm also picking up here. Especially if you practice divination, that still comes in here as well. Okay. All right, let's go. 1 minute, guys. I'll just have another look at this. Yeah, I get what that's talking about there in your reading. See, with the Wheel of Fortune, what it talks about there, it's coming in as coming from one level of thinking here, your everyday language here, and taking it to a higher level of thinking. That's what I'm getting. That's all part of the Wheel of Fortune. Just want to make sure I check that one out correctly here, guys. And what I get there in your reading, see, this is about, yeah, of course, planting positive seeds here in your reading, but it's also about here in your reading, you're slowly being recognized here for the stuff that you do, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, of course. So I really do get for your person, they've got in their mind, what I'm also picking up here is that in their mind, where you are and what they have to do to kind of get closer to you, but more importantly, turn that wheel in their favour, it's coming in as they've got a lot to do. That's what I'm getting. See, it's coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, it's coming in as a reflection to your person. Or because they definitely know what you do here. And then looking at themselves and seeing where they are. See, you're open-minded. Let me come in there. This is a scenario. You're open-minded. Your person is narrow-minded here. That's how it comes in for your person. when they see you, when they look at you here, when they think about you. But you do spark that curiosity inside of your person where they are wanting to know more. But I get when they know more about what you do and also more about themselves here, that's where they realise that there is a slight difference. Well, it is slight. They just have to apply themselves here, just like you did. All right, let's keep going. I get you still study. I get you still study. I get you still do things that are important for you here. I don't see here. It's like you do the work. You do the work and then you go home to study, or you go home to do other work on yourself here. Because the Wheel of Fortune is really important. The Wheel of Fortune for you is full commitment here. Building, learning. There's so much involved with the Wheel of Fortune. Compassion, empathy. Here you could volunteer. Here in your reading. It's like you're the center of your world. And you could very well be the center of your person's world as well. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so you have the Judgment card. You have the Death card here. And you are coming in with the Six of Swords here in your reading. Alright, so with the Judgment card coming in here. Ooh. See, what it talks about there, it does talk about the changes, but it wasn't easy to make these changes in your life. And I spoke about that when it came to that nonsense, what you put your time and attention into here. So you had to focus and pull back to what was important because you chose a certain path. But you can't be wavered here. You can't go off on a tangent here in your reading. I do get, for yourself, this Judgment card, I do see it as tradition and religion here. Here in your reading, where things had to be a certain way, things have to be a certain way, it's got to be that way here, it's coming in that way, here, where you have to follow a certain program, you have to follow social norms. Here, institutionalized thinking is one way in which I see it as well. See, with the Death card coming in, this is talking about huge changes. Now, I spoke about what you went through here, and so in a sense, these cards are talking exactly about that and the struggles that you went through in order to stay on the path that you choose. Now, this is where your person is at here in your reading. See, they too are struggling with leaving the past behind here, where it had to be a certain way. You're coming in with social norms. It's almost like social class here. It's a little bit coming in like that here in your reading. How material possessions make you feel here, because you are coming in with being tempted by material possessions. All of that's coming in here, guys. And when I spoke about the Wheel of Fortune here, and I spoke about you and your person here, this is where your person's at. But what I pick up here in your reading is that this is what you actually had to go through to stick to the path that you chose here. And even coming in with the Six of Swords here in your reading, because you are coming in with the death card as well. And so the death card talks about the changes that need to happen, the transformation. And the transformation in itself is a cycle, like the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, for your person, they have to commit, they have to invest here to making positive changes here in your reading. Yeah. These are coming in as changes for your person, and they are struggling with it at this point in time. And I spoke about that here. I spoke about there's a lot that your person has to go through, whereas you could very well be at the tail end of your transformation here. See, the Six of Swords can come in as listening to everybody else. It does kind of come in, but what I mean by listening to everybody else, it does come in as tradition and religion. So it's got to be this way. No, this is what we do. No, you can't do that. That's all coming in with the Five of Swords and feeling obligated here, people pleasing here. See, the Six of Swords can also talk about trust here, learning to trust oneself, that the past needs to end here. Learning to trust oneself that this is the path that I choose, this is where I want to go, this is what I'm wanting to do here. So there's a hell of a lot going on for both you and your person, collective. A lot's changing. That's what I'm getting here for both you and your person. A lot has changed for you here, and your person has a lot to go through. That's what it's saying. Okay, so you have the Three of Cups, you have the Star, and you have the Ace of Swords. Alright, the Three of Cups, the Star card, and you have the Ace of Swords here in your reading. Okay. So 11. So it's still coming in as the Star card. 1 minute here. Three of Cups. Or potentially here for yourself, here coming in with the High Priestess and doing the work that you're doing here. It does talk about collaboration here with others here in your reading. See, on a different note, what I get here for yourself, it's coming in as, like I said, collaboration, working with others. It's coming in as working with others to support a cause. It's like that. That's something else I'm picking up here. Yeah. Volunteer work here in your reading, that's also coming in. It can be seen as light worker, humanitarian here. That's what I'm also getting with the star card here in your reading. That's how that's coming in. When, you know, potentially here for yourself, here collective is working with others and supporting and volunteering here, or even implementing here a cause. It could be homelessness here, homeless people, or I do see feeding the homeless here. This could also have something to do with Mother Earth here. I know this is something else that I'm picking up here in your reading. Yeah. It just took a little bit of a plot twist here, your reading did. What I get here for your person, what it talks about there is they're going to make a choice. Potentially here, your person is going to choose you. Here, that's what it talks about here in your reading. Reconciliation here. That's what it's also talking about here. See, they know there's a lot that needs to change. That's what I'm getting, and I already spoke about that with the Wheel of Fortune here. There's a lot in front of your person if they want to shop with you. That's what it's saying. All right, let's keep going. It's like your person wants to talk to you here. You're coming in with the Page of Cups here in your reading. I get you're going to be a little bit too busy for your person. That's what I'm getting. You've got the Page of Cups, you've got the Three of Cups. This is actually coming in as the Four of Cups here. It's like once the momentum starts, once you invest, you commit to what you need to commit to here, or what you want to commit to. Once that momentum starts here, your person, they have to be outstanding, just like you here, in terms of the Star card. So you're shifting things, you're moving things here in your reading, and you don't want things to change. You don't want things to change here. That's what I'm getting with the Six of Wands and the Two of Wands. I actually get this one wand could very well be your person. The one wand at the back here. See, this Two of Wands talks about here in your reading where you want to go, what you want to do with yourself, and that is coming in here. That is definitely what I'm picking up here in your reading. There's something happening here. Okay, there's a lot of changes here for yourself, but these changes are big here. You have to go for it. You have to go and get it here in your reading. And that's exactly the same as your person. That's what I'm also picking up. All right, I am going to leave it there, collective. Thank you so much for your reading, and I'll catch you later. Bye.